Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. This is episode 262, and it's a Sunday night. You know what that means, right? We are just got done watching the new episode of House of the Dragon, so it's time to talk about it. So it's nice to see everybody again after today's evening episode. Brad, what's up? Anything changed in the last couple of hours that we talked?
I just watched Suspiria, the
Okay.
1977 version. That's about it. I did. I want to show off my Samurai Vader. Look at that shit.
Nice. Badass shirt, Brad.
Look at that shit.
It's badass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
as you know, George Lucas needed to make this shirt for all the shit he stole from Kurosawa. I'm just saying.
you what's it called? You give the emperor his just due, but sometimes I wonder if like a lot of why Lucas, really like had played nice with Kurosawa was just because he was like felt
Man, this guy
bad.
gonna sue the shit out of me like he did
The
Leone.
thing is, Leone outright like denies it. Like
Well, but Leone outright, like you watch
he
some of those
stole.
movies and you're like, oh, I know that scene, and I know that scene, and I know that scene from all these Kurosawa movies. So
Yeah.
it's like you can't deny it, and if you do deny it, you're just a big fucking liar.
Yeah, basically because like I mean he denied it, and obviously he got his ass sued and Kurosawa won. So
Yeah, well,
you
there's a
know,
YouTube video that does a side to side comparison of Sergio Leone's film
oh
and then
yeah,
Kurosawa's film, and so many scenes look exactly the fucking same.
yeah. I honestly, bro, it's hard to move. It's hard to what's it called? Run away from that when there's actual like concrete evidence that
Now,
you
now
fucking
I'm
stole.
not saying Leone's movies ain't good. Like those are spaghetti westerns. They affect a lot of westerns, but they take their plot and story straight from Kurosawa. So you
Yeah.
got to give the man credit. And I'm
Yep.
sure had Leone given the man credit in some form, been like inspired by Akira Kurosawa's yada yada yada, Kurosawa probably been fine with that.
Who knows, Brad? Who knows? Honestly, it's just I think the only person you can ask who would be completely truthful is probably Kurosawa, and chances are they could, we ain't gonna get that anymore.
No, we're not gonna get that anymore.
Aren't we glad Quentin Tarantino finally got the direction title?
Damn it,
This year?
Stacy! I was gonna say that in the show.
Fuck you, Stacey. I was gonna say.
I was gonna do that.
Oh my god. Well, Brad, so we got done with this episode. This is episode 9. Next week is the season finale, and we're pretty much not gonna have any more House of Dragon until probably 2024. So
Probably not.
damn. You know how
Been
bad
a
that
while.
sucks, man? Like, God, like
Maybe
Brad,
they'll
like
just maybe Matt Smith will just be doing TikToks as Damon,
yeah,
and we'll get through with that.
yeah. I had 7 seasons. What's it called? 6 seasons to watch of Game of Thrones when season 7 came out.
And I had 7 seasons when season 8
When
came
8 came out. So I was just like, oh fuck, man. Like I can't I had to wait for this last season, but now we're actually in the thick of it, Brad. Like now we actually have to wait for this
Yeah,
series.
now we have to be like everyone else, and like we can't binge
Can't
anything
binge, bro. Yeah. We're
unless we
watching
want to
as it
rewatch
comes.
it.
Yep. But I gotta say it's probably time for us to get in here. Of course, what's it called? We'll probably have a lengthy discussion here, probably 25 to 30 minutes. We'll be done here. But if you have not watched this week's episode, this is your chance to get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, then go ahead and stay, or you probably already seen the episode. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Imagine if the dragons actually made that noise instead of like their actual noise. Yeah.
That'd be creepy as fuck. That'd be terrifying. You just hear
Terrifying.
you're just alone somewhere on a beach and you hear hee, and you're like, oh dear
Dear
God.
God.
What is that?
But yep. But Brad, this was the 9th episode. This was a completely the episode completely concentrated on the high towers. So
Mm-hmm. The
That's all we
Greens,
had.
as they're
Yeah,
known.
the Greens. And what did you think about the episode, Brad?
I mean, other than Stacy still my whole Tarantino like directed joke. I mean, I don't think Game of Thrones has so many close-ups of feet. But going from that, Princess Rhaenys is a fucking badass, and you don't trap her in no fucking room.
A
And I
lot of
think she
yeah.
made that abundantly clear. And I think the
Mhm.
Greens are going to have a hard time now. Because you know the first thing Princess Rhaenys is going to do is tell Rhaenyra and Daemon, and all hell is about to break loose.
Yeah. So they tried pretty damn hard to make sure that nobody heard about this first.
Now Viserys was deceased, and then
Yeah.
they tried very hard. Alicent tried very hard, and I give her credit. She heard what she heard. It's just everyone in their fucking family has like 5 Aegons, so girl, it ain't
Yeah.
yours. Even your son said, "Man, he didn't even like me." Well, like, what the fuck you on? Honestly, I thought Aegon was about to stab his mom in there and then just fucking duck out of that carriage. Like, I'm out.
Shit's funny, man. So what's it called? It was abundantly clear, right, that from the beginning we knew that well, Aegon doesn't want to be king, bro. He
No,
doesn't want
Aegon
to.
really doesn't want to be king. Like,
Yeah.
hardcore does not want to be king to the point where he was like gone. I mean,
Yeah.
like old One Eye there wanted to be king. Might as well just give it to him.
Yeah. It's like that's the thing that gets is like what's it called? You kind of see a little bit of the I don't know what's gonna go because like I don't know what goes down. Like what's it called? My brother's the one who's read this book before. Like he's read this stuff. So like
I mean, I'm sure Tony could tell us. I think Tony.
I'm sure
said it.
Tony will tell us, but I also don't want him to tell me. But like
Yeah.
you can see that there's a bit of a rivalry there, don't you think? Like
Well, it's kind of the same thing you have between Daemon and Viserys, but the difference is I think Daemon actually really cared for his family and his brother. I don't think Aemon has the same love feeling between Aegon because let's face it, Alicent said it really well. Aegon's fucking stupid. Like he's stupid.
to ask your own mother if she loves him, if she loves him, after all the trouble that she is going to make to make sure
To
that
do
your
this.
ass sits on that fucking throne.
There is no reason for her to love him after all he has done against her
Mhm.
wishes, against her family, and she still stood in front of that damn dragon. Like girl, like Princess Rhaenys said it best. It's like you're just building a window in your own prison. Like
Yeah.
if you wanted to, you could easily be queen. Easily.
And she
Nobody would
doesn't
deny that probably.
nobody.
Other than Rhaenyra, which, I think Rhaenyra would deny Aegon more than she does this shit.
Yeah. So I liked so I like this episode, by the way. I don't know if I said that. I like this episode.
There wasn't a lot. It's a like I love how all the critics were like, oh, the episode 9s are generally like huge fucking things are gonna happen. And it's like this is the setup. This is the
Yeah.
setup, and we know it's about to happen. We know like the people are scared to death now. Because Rhaenys just ruined that fucking coronation. Just popped out of the ground, ruined it. And she's flying off. She's about to tell Rhaenyra, she's about to tell, all her people, and we're about to go full-blown war. This is full-blown civil war coming.
Yeah, dude, and it's like this wasn't so I think I had a problem with that. Like people just going on like this is usually when the big shit happens. Like, well, this isn't Game of Thrones, y'all. Like I know
This is House of the
it's
Dragon.
yeah, I know it says there in the title Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, but like I think that they have managed, and I said this since day one. They're like, we're gonna keep the things that y'all love about Game of Thrones, like the obviously like political shit and like the fighting, but like this isn't going to be the same structure of the show because this isn't the same type of
No,
conflict.
it's not the same show. Plus, honestly, they're planning to do 4 to 5 seasons of this. They're getting everything in place to do that. In the previous Game of Thrones, they didn't have everything in place. I
No,
mean, it doesn't help George R. R. Martin didn't finish his damn book, but you know, for season 8. Um, but that they're working really hard to put everything into place, and we may not get everything we want to see in this first season
oh no.
because it's a 4 to 5 season show,
I
and
think
people
they've
have
made
to
that
remember
abundantly
this.
clear, Brad. I think they made that abundantly clear. Like, there's a lot of stuff that isn't going to be like outrightly covered.
No, but it's going to be worth it because they're taking their time and they're going through, and the showrunners are putting together something very, very great right now. That is probably going to be one of the better shows, and I feel like they know they didn't hit the landing on that season 8. Everybody told them. I think they're
Yeah,
gonna whatever this ends up finishing to, they're gonna hit the landing.
yeah, and so what's it called? I liked how we kind of like what Otto Hightower was kind of doing here.
Yeah, pulling the
Basically
strings.
pulling his strings, but also being like, it was time that what's her name? Allison kind of told her like, I'm here because of you. Like you didn't give me the chance to tell you whether I wanted this or not.
Yeah.
Like, and
Oh,
now you're
that
trying to tell me how to run
this
it.
this was such a tense episode
Yeah,
throughout the whole freaking thing, from the meeting in the chambers, and then of course Sir Dumbass fucking killing the old dude with the ball with the fucking pool cue. That man can't win for losing. Like, I don't know if he's just intentionally dumb, but he's fucking dumb.
he's so fucking dumb. But I want to bring up. Sorry, you know how fucking like not mad, but like how fucking like how stressed these motherfuckers are because none of them decide to do jack shit. That Kristen Cole fucking murdered a motherfucker
And
right
they were like,
there.
nobody leaves the room, and everybody just sitting in there. I fucking busted out loud when Lannister had to go back and sit next to the dead guy. I'm like, these are the Lannister. This is the Lannister's great granddad, probably, and it's just he just was like out of there. He's like, I ain't fucking with this.
Fucking
But again, I think the problem with the Greens, and Otto Hightower is very smart. Let's not get that wrong. He's kind of up there with like the Lannisters in the Game of Thrones. Like, they're very smart individuals.
oh yeah, like
The problem is they always think they're too smart, and they don't think anybody else is smart. And like he locked Princess Rhaenys up, which problem number one. If you know Princess Rhaenys, that's a major issue. And two, he killed the White Worm, or they did. His
stupid.
family did.
Yeah,
Which had you known the history, which he should, because Daemon, like, he literally had a meeting with Daemon and she was there. You would think Allison or someone would have gotten that memo that that used to be Daemon's woman.
yeah,
So Daemon is about to send all hellfire, guaranteed.
yeah, yeah. And Aiden, yeah, the fucking war is on. Like this shit, yeah, it's on. Um,
Princess Rhaenys, when she gets back about to light that match, she's about to be like, I ain't gonna help none of y'all dumbasses. I'm just letting you know, Rhaenyra, they need an ass whooping.
yeah, and like, what's it called? But I was talking to my brother and I was talking to my cousins. Like, she really made like like a big power play here because she was like she could easily just end
Oh,
this whole problem right there.
easily, and she made that known. But she has a lot more. She could win by just standing to the side. She just lets them know that don't fucking lock me up in my room again.
Yeah, and it's like I have something to gain from all of y'all. Like so what's it called? I'm gonna go and tell Rhaenyra, but like, if Rhaenyra
But
tries to cross me like that, I'll do it to her too.
yep.
But yeah, man. I mean, what's it called? I really like this episode, and just Allison's little fake tears. Like, yeah, that shit was like, oh my god. Um, but Brad, that dragon, like, I was like, because during that whole scene, I was like, this is going too well. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on here? Like,
Yeah, they're
there's no
all
way.
cheering for him, and he's just standing up, and we're like, wonder what Rhaenys is doing. Like, she just kind
Yeah,
of ducked out of there. Like, and we
there
know
was this.
this is the Dragon Pit, and it was really stupid of them to hold this at the Dragon Pit. But I guess this is the biggest area for everyone to like show up to, and then boom, and you're like, ooh, well, yep, this was bad planning.
It really was, man. Like, you didn't fucking do that, right? Ops stay 100%, 100%. The ops always stay plotting. Yeah.
It was even Damon and Rhaenyra this time. Like
Oh,
she probably has no idea right now her dad has passed away, and the Greens are trying to usurp the throne.
yeah. But what's it called? I was what's it called? Watching the trailer for next week, and it's just like it kind of made it seem as in like Damon has a dragon, correct? Or what's the
I
ordeal?
haven't.
Called?
I didn't watch
Oh,
the preview. I just
okay.
came straight up here because I was late anyway.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
I also want to put out there that the Lord Commander,
Oh yeah.
badass, just straight up badass, said, "Until there's king, I don't need to be here." And I'm just like, damn, dude, like you don't give no fucks, because the next scene you get is Otto Hightower saying who's going to bend the knee and then hanging everyone who don't.
A little baddie from the north. Yeah, that's who it is. A little baddie from the north. But yeah. But all of those motherfuckers who were like, so let's go. When they're saying like, are you gonna bend the knee, right? When they're doing that whole little meeting there inside the actual, the keep.
Yeah.
Like, are you actually gonna bend the knee? It's like you could tell, like the minute all those guys got sent away, like I was like,
Like,
they're not getting escorted out. No, they're
no,
not. They're
no.
not. But
But who was the first guy? Was that the North? Was that from the North?
I don't know, dude. I
Because
didn't.
I did not recognize who exactly he was.
Never ever trust a motherfucker named Otto.
Mm-mm.
No. The thing is that motherfucker is the one who has his hands really deep into this shit. And it's
Oh,
like,
he's been playing it from the beginning.
yeah, he's been playing the game from the fucking beginning.
He
The
literally
moment,
got sent away and found a way back in. Like,
yeah. Yeah, no, that motherfucker's been playing this shit since the beginning. He's been in the game, bro.
I mean,
Um,
Otto Hightower is not stupid. Like, he's been in this game for a long time. So he's not stupid, but he's smarter. But he thinks he's smarter than everyone else, and that's going to be his downfall because let's face it, Damon's a little kind of can rage and all that, but he's pretty smart. Rhaenyra's pretty smart. Like the game's about to come to like a whole new level.
yeah. I mean, I am expecting that this is about to get even like the dance is gonna start, or it started already. And it is about to get crazy because like, so you didn't get to watch the preview, Brad, but like Rhaenys goes to what's it called, Rhaenyra.
Of course.
Telling her
Like
and
we
shit.
like we knew that. I knew that from the beginning when I'm like, if Rhaenys gets out here, she's going straight to Rhaenyra because they locked her ass in a bedroom. And Rhaenys don't
Yep.
play that shit. Plus, she does have a little skin in the game because she does have granddaughters from
Mm-hmm.
Daemon.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else we're kind of missing here? But I think that what's it called?
Other than Lord Kristen is a total dipshit.
Yeah, total dipshit, bro. Dude, that guy just.
Sit down and stay down.
I do like how that
Oops.
prostitute was like. They went to go look for Aegon, and they're like, "So where is he?" He goes, He's in different place. His taste is not what's it called, discriminatory. And I'm like, oh, you know damn well where he at, bro. You know damn well where he at.
Mm-hmm.
Aegon likes melanin, bro. That's who Aegon. That
Mm-hmm.
Aegon likes some melanin.
Yep. Also, he likes the fights. Apparently, like child
Yeah,
fights.
yeah, that was
He took my
wild.
idea for the child UFC. What the hell?
Everybody keeps taking your shit, bro. Everybody, bro. Yeah. What's up, Moon Knight TK? Moon Knight TK. Moon
How's it
Knight
going,
K.
Midnight TK?
Yeah, Moon Knight K. Oh,
Midnight
guys,
K.
you see the Marvel roots? No, what's it called? We're talking House of the Dragon at the moment. We didn't see any of that. And Laris is pretty smart, and he put his transfer into Hobbiton in Middle Earth not long after the ceremony. You mean they don't wear shoes there? Oh man. But yeah, dude. I mean, but even then, like at the end of the coronation, you can tell the Aegon's kind of like, I can get used to this. Like I like this.
Yeah, he's like, hey, everybody loves me. Yeah. And it's like, dude, they're kind of forced to love you. They're forced to like get over there.
Yeah. I mean,
Can I just say, if I was a citizen and I was forced to go to like some politicians fucking bullshit, like forced at I guess sword point in this instance, I would be pissed. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, yo, I was like baking bread in the oven and shit. Cause we starving up in here.
yeah. But yo, that shit was wild though, and I completely forgot. Stacy, forgot that Laris doesn't have a fucking foot.
Well, he's got a club. He's
Yeah,
got a
but
club foot.
this is why he's got a fetish, bro. He's got like
Yeah, because he likes to look at the perfect feet. And but it goes again to like even the queen like sells herself in order to get,
yeah,
a little
yeah. You can
a
tell
little
that first.
loyalty, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell like the what's it called the first thing that he did for her. That was like a free trial run, I guess. He was like, yeah, just I'll do this one for free. I'll go and burn down the what's it called the
I just
Aaron
found it
Hall.
weird. I'm like, why is she taking off her socks? It's
Yeah,
kind of weird. And then I'm like, she put her feet up there. That's kind of weird. And then they kind of focus on the feet. I'm like, Tarantino fucking direct this? What the hell? And then when she finally got and put her like feet and she turned her head and put her feet on the pillows, and then he reaches his pants, I finally got it. I'm like,
fuck this motherfucker.
oh,
Man.
fuck this dude.
Yeah.
This dude burned his dad, burned his brother alive, and is jerking off to the queen's feet. Like, this dude's gonna die really painfully. I can already see it. This is like that one dude in Game of Thrones got eaten by his dogs. Like, I can see it already. Ramsay, like, yeah, I can see this dude just dying. Maybe like
man.
stung by bees, like he's put in like a beehive over his head or some shit.
Well, man, what's it called? It's true, but yeah, I mean, I like what we did here. I'm interested to see what the Team Blacks episode will be like. How that's gonna be. I thought that for what we got today, I really liked where we were going with this. But obviously, the season finale is gonna be the big eruption, right? We're gonna get some, that's where things are gonna really like pop off, I guess, in a way. But I mean, I like this episode. And yeah, man. I mean, fuck those high towers got put in their place, even though they kind of metaphorically, you know, did get put in their place a while ago.
Yeah.
But Rhaenys was the one who's like, you don't fuck with me, dude. Like you don't fuck with the blood of old Valeria. Like
No.
all of y'all there are a bunch of people. Like your only people who could possibly do something aren't even trained to know how to use the dragon.
No, and yeah, and Allison was right about one thing. Rhaenys should have been queen.
Yeah.
That's damn true. They would have
Yeah.
never accepted her, but she should have been queen.
Yeah, it's true. And Rhaenys is the one who had the most claim to it. And
I just want to know where she got like the fucking armor and shit. Like, did she just is that just strapped onto the dragon whenever she wants to go ride the dragon?
I don't know, man.
Know.
I don't know. But I'm glad that like Rhaenys isn't dead. Because I think she is such a really interesting character.
Yeah, well, she was always meant to be the one to light the fuse, I figured.
Yeah.
And to always, and her and Rhaenyra have had like tense conversations in this, but it's never been, I don't think, to like the point of complete. Like Rhaenys should be horrible to Rhaenyra just for Lenore's kind of fate, or what her supposed belief his fate is.
Yeah.
But she still even backs her to some degree.
To some degree. But yeah, guys, good episode. I'm excited for the finale. I can't believe that we're gonna have to wait until 2024 for our next season. But damn, bro, this show is really coming on, man. God, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, but damn good episode. And yeah, you have any final thoughts for before we get up?
Yeah, shit's about to pop off. Like, hopefully we don't get any close-ups of feet because that's kind of weird.
Um,
It's some
instead we're-
Tarantino-esque
Instead,
directing.
we're going back to Big Dick, bro. Big Dick Damon, bro. Yep.
Me coming in. He'd be swinging. Matt Smith about to bring it.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Aemond really seems to be taking after his uncle cousin. I don't know what to say he is, but
I mean,
uncle?
he's like Damon's mini me in a way.
Yeah.
But like everything Aemond said isn't wrong. He's trained better. He's more knowledgeable than Aegon, and Aegon really doesn't want it.
Yeah.
But I guess he honors his mother enough to, do as she wishes. Otherwise, I figured he would have stabbed him right there in the square and been done with it.
Yeah.
Because what's Kristen Cole gonna say? Nothing.
But I also feel like that already puts like like a bigger toll on the house, because like what happens, like you just killed the fucking next in line for the king. You are probably gonna get punished.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, put Helena as queen?
No.
Helena doesn't know shit.
No, although I do like Helena's character because she's just there.
She's there. Yeah.
Like where's Aegon?
By the way, when they were doing the whole like child UFC thing, the kid that they kind of focused on was that Aemon's kid?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Aegon's. That was Aegon's kid. They even said it. They even said it had like, look at that one, and it's like that's not the only like bastard running around or something to that degree.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I was reading that like, I think it is Aegon who has like a bunch of or there's one king that has like a bunch of bastards, and one of them ends up being the third eye raven.
Yeah.
3-Eye Raven. Yeah. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Twitter will let us know.
And I guess we'll find out. I'm guessing the White Worm is dead now. I mean, I'm guessing because like the other two people they burned before this didn't survive. So my guess is David is not going to take very kindly to that.
No.
Probably not.
Probably not. But yeah, that's it for our discussion on House of the Dragon, y'all. We'll be back. Oh, wait, what's it called? The banner's going down now. Cool. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be live on the same channel at 8:30 p.m. Central Time to continue our horror month as we look at the classic from director Dario Argento, Suspiria. And then on Thursday, we'll be talking about Ruben Ostlund's Triangle of Sadness. And we'll be back as well for the finale next Sunday, same time. Well, we'll see how long the episode is actually, And I'll be watching that at my cousin's, so I got to come all the way back over here. So what's it called? Either way, we'll be live for y'all, and we'll be talking about the finale. And yeah, man, live show's about to look weird. We were covering 4 shows at the same time, and now we're only down to 1 show after next week.
Andor?
Yeah, Andor will be the only one after next week.
Yeah. So we got to figure out something else.
Time to watch something else. Yeah.
No, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Werewolf by Night is already out. We should probably talk about Werewolf by Night.
Isn't there some Netflix, like some new Netflix shows that came out?
We'll find out.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Well, I mean, Brad, if anything, we can do Ghost Files.
Shut the fuck up.
That shit's dumb.
Well, Brad, I thank you all so much for being here. Aiden, Stacy,
Moon Knight
K. Thank you. Stacy, especially appreciate that you were on YouTube for the afternoon show and you were on Twitch for this show. Yeah. Thanks, Stacy.
We get views all over because of Stacy.
Yeah. I do need to find out why the Nerdcore account on YouTube does not have the community tab. Because if I have it, gosh, we should have it a while ago. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But yeah, man. We'll be back tomorrow. But in the meantime, it's been a lot of fun. And Brad, let's go ahead and send him out.
All right, no. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to Stacy, Aiden, Moon Knight, K, for joining us in chat today. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I'm just gonna say this gets me to wondering what Tarantino's Star Trek would have looked like. Close-ups of feet, maybe, possibly,
Maybe, bro.
would have been weird. Young Yoda out. Y'all see that dragon? Dragon
Big
knows
Dick is
nuts
back
all
in
over
town.
the greens.